We're going to pick up where we left off in the last video, and we were working on CSS animations. And a user had a very good question. They wanted to know if they can specify how many times they want to loop the transaction. That is, this will only run one time, but what if you wanted to run it 3 times? Well, there's a property that we can use for that, and it is the animation iteration count property, which you can see right here. So let's go ahead and specify that, and let's say we want to run this 3 times. So let's go ahead and refresh the page so we start over, and you can see there it's at dark green. Now previously, when this was done, it would of course stop at yellow, the base color. Now let's see what happens. It should run again if this is working, and it is. So you can see it looped over. So it started over with dark green, and now it's going to red. It should go to yellow now. Yep, eventually. Remember, there's that transition. And then it will go to gray, and it should start over yet again, and it is. Okay, now, what if you wanted an animation to run infinitely? So let's say, a potential use case for that would be that you had an ad banner up here, and you just wanted to draw attention to that as long as a user was on that page. Well, you can do that with the infinite property. Seems pretty self-explanatory. And now this thing will just keep running over and over again. Take a look at that. It's just going to keep going. It'll never stop now. It will run as long as this page is active. All right, so there's also another thing that you can do which is kind of interesting and kind of neat with CSS animations. What if you wanted to reverse the order of this? So the order obviously goes dark green to red to yellow to gray, but what if you wanted to go gray, yellow, red, dark green? Well, we can do that as well, and we can use the animation direction property for that. So we put this in here, and let's go ahead and usually what you're going to do is reverse this. Obviously, you wouldn't put normal because you're already using that. So let's put in reverse, and there you see, it started out with gray this time. Did you guys see that? It started out with gray, now it's going to yellow, now it's going to red, and now it's going to dark green. So there is a way you can actually reverse the animation if you want to do that. You can see it's going to continually start with gray. Now, there's also another sort of interesting value that you may want to use. What if you wanted it to go from normal to reverse? So what I mean is it would start out in the normal flow. It would start out with dark green, go to red, to yellow, to gray, and then it would reverse. It would go gray, yellow, red, dark, green. Well, that is where we can use the alternate property. So let's go ahead and put that in here. And there you see, it started out normally with dark green. It's going to red, to yellow, to gray. Now, if this is working, when it hits gray, it should go to yellow. It'll go in reverse. And let's see if that works. It should not go to green now, and it is going to work. So it started out with gray, it went to yellow, now it's going backwards. So it'll go forwards, backwards, and it'll continue to do this. Now, actually, we should be in the forward position once this hits dark green. We'll see if this works. And now it should go back to the normal flow. This could probably get a little confusing, but yeah, you can see how that works. Now, you can also combine these properties. I haven't had a reason to do that, but you could actually specify reverse hyphen alternate here, or alternate hyphen reverse, and you get the idea what would happen if you do that. I haven't had a lot of reason, like I said, to do that. I don't see a lot of use cases to do that, but you can, if you want to play around with that, you can also put a hyphen in here and get it to do all kinds of tricky little things if you so desire. Okay, that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to start looking at some new CSS positioning properties, which are really cool with images, and I'm going to cover some of those. So I'm just trying to keep the CSS series that I had up to date. If new stuff comes out or anything changes, I will be more than happy to do videos on that stuff. Thank you.